What's up, everybody? We're going to be going over my Gholdengo EX deck. We got some nice little spicy stuff in here. Start off, our main attacker, Gholdengo EX, does two main things. It draws cards, blasts things away. Easy as could be. But we also pair it up with the Wugtrio EX. Does a similar style attack. You can only discard up to 3 from your hand, but it does 60 per energy, and you can also place it anywhere on your opponent's board. And it also, being a lightning attacker, is really strong into certain matchups, especially if their attackers are weak to lightning, like Palkia, Lugia, Pidgeot. Got Munkidori in the deck. Now, the deck does require you to obviously attach 1 energy to Gholdengo, and Munkidori's ability also requires a darkness energy attached to it. So sometimes you'll find that you'll have a little bit of a sketchy time if you miss an attachment at some point in the game. So that's a little thing to look out for. But my Morpeko is actually one of the, I think, the strongest cards in our deck. Being able to look at that top deck, being able to discard it, or just knowing what you're about to draw into is actually very, very strong. And I find that I use Morpeko more often than not. Our V-Star ability we're going to be using is Darkrai VSTAR. Star Abyss is a really strong V-Star power that allows you to get 2 item cards from your discard pile and put it back into your hand. We're going to be using Superior Energy Retrieval bunch while we play this deck, so we want to make sure we can at least get those back in the hand. We have the Prime Catcher as our ace spec, so that can be placed back into our hand and used again. We also have cards like Counter Catcher, which we could probably play 2 of them if we really wanted to. We'd probably cut an Enhanced Hammer for that. We also have Letter of Encouragement. Sometimes I like to play 2 of these. Realistically, 2 Vessel and 1 Letter is pretty solid. A lot of lists do play 3 Vessel. I prefer the 2. Got a Roxanne for hand disruption. Classic supporter to play in Gholdengo. Irida is one of my personal favorite supporters, and I think ultimately, if you can maximize the benefit of getting this card in your hand, like I have with the Iron Bundle, Greninja, and obviously a Wiglett, being able to get those guys and grab 2 cards instead of just 1 item is, like I said, very strong. Lana's Aid to recover. I find that getting that stuff right in your hand is far more superior, especially being able to get a Pokemon back. I play 3 Ciphermaniac. This card has definitely made Gholdengo at least a feasible type of deck. Being able to just put 2 on top of your deck and draw into it. Turo is a really strong card too, being able to pick up your guy, heal the damage off. We got a Kieran in here for its 2 effects switching, or you could obviously use the extra 30 damage, kind of saving energy. But outside of that, this is my Gholdengo list. Here's some gameplay for you guys. Forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go and let me know if this deck is cool. You let me know. But here you go, Gholdengo with Wugtrio EX. So we're going to pick tails here, and I think we're going first. This deck I've set up to go first, which I kind of like, including with having 70 HP Gimmighoul. You don't really want to use that attack if you don't have to, but I believe that I use it a couple times here. Looks like we're going to have to start out with our Arm Bundle. Normally you don't want to bench Wiglett unless you know that you're going to be able to use Wugtrio EX. I like to kind of hang out and wait till see what they're playing. Arm Bundle can always get, switch to the bench and then use its ability. If I have a gimme in hand to start off, I obviously want to put the gimme down instead of the Iron Bundle. So it looks like we're going to be playing some type of Kingdra type deck. First thing we want to do is get our Greninja out, try to draw some cards. We're going to be looking to get some Gimmighoul out, maybe set up something else. We got a gimme and 2 gimmies. I believe that most of the people in my opponent's deck now are going to be weak to lightning, so I feel like Wiglett is a good bench right now, especially having Prime Catcher in hand. We can obviously gust up something and maybe try to ping stuff with Wugtrio. One thing is, most of my opponents don't realize what exactly is happening with the Wiglett, so they don't normally go to bench Manaphy right away, so a lot of times you do get to use his attack once, and obviously if you gust something weak to lightning in the active, it's even better. Hit with for weakness. Lugia, Palkia, all these lightning weak Pokemon is really strong, and especially Pidgeot. I believe before Twilight Masquerade dropped, Pidgeot was above 60% of the meta. So anytime you see a Pidgey come down, you're pretty good off benching the Wiglett. So it looks like they're going to put down 20 on my Arm Bundle. I think right here, it's tough because I can't draw into the Cipher unless I Superior Energy Retrieval, and I don't really want to discard too many of these cards. So I believe the best thing I can do is to move forward is kind of discard my stuff here, get my energy back, put what I need on top, draw into it with Greninja. I think that it's the right play here. We can go and get... I don't know if Wugtrio is the best option right here because we're not going to have another chance to draw into any more cards. We won't be able to attach. I think Gholdengo is the right choice here. Probably Gholdengo. What else? Maybe a Vessel. Could probably gust up the Frigibacks and hit it for weakness to conserve an energy. That might actually be the play too, since we have to stop them from accelerating energy for whatever they're going to be playing. I think maybe this might be Chin-Pao with Kingdra Hand Disruption. Let's get the Frigibacks in the active. Let's get a Gholdengo in the active. Let's draw some more cards. Coin bonus for 2. A Morpeko and a Cipher. All right, we could save the Cipher for next turn. We guaranteed the knockout here with the Vessel. Going to get a Metal and another energy to use the attack. We'll take our prize. We have the Cipher for next turn. Draw into whatever we need. Obviously don't want to bundle right now. Try to take out their Frigi. Take our prize. Okay, Ultra Ball. Right now I'm thinking in my head, how can I pull off Wugtrio? And I think they could power up Greninja right now and take out my Wiglett, which would be really bad. They obviously are going to have to do that next turn. I don't know if I can prioritize the Wugtrio right now. I think Cipher is going to get me 2 cards. Probably, let's see my discard. 2. I got 2 Energy Retrieval. That just feels good, being able to just play a card, and it was like basically a +1 card. What I like about Letter of Encouragement too is it's like a +2 card. You play it and you get 3 back. So remembering that sequencing is really important. And energies are pretty easily recoverable in this deck, so sometimes prioritizing discarding them helps. And they pass, or they use Rule the Rain, so it's pretty good for us. You never want to be Palkia rolling the rain, unfortunately. Let's see if we Cipher first, maybe. What did I want here? I could draw cards, but then I would have to Ultra Ball for another gimme to draw into stuff. That wouldn't work. So let's Cipher into... I could potentially take this Palkia out if I get 4 energies, a Munkidori, and attach. Move the damage from the bundle. I don't think I have enough though, because I only have 2 energies in the discard, and the best that I can pull off right now is a Vessel, which is 2, because I didn't get knocked out last turn. I'll get my gimme. I think right now it's too early to bench Darkrai. So I don't really have too many items in the discard. Like, obviously got Prime Catcher. I think I can handle it right now. I think my best play right now would probably be get energy in my hand and bundle. Because I'm not going to be able to take a knockout, and I definitely want to try to at least take a prize right here. I don't think I should attach here. Yeah, having Munkidori in deck is always a little tricky because as its one attachment also is Gholdengo. And you usually are going to be using that attached per turn on Gholdengo for the attack. You have to remember. Greninja got us. Enhanced Hammer. I have a couple of one-off items in this deck, like Enhanced Hammer and Counter Catcher. And those cards could really be swapped in and out, interchanged, depending on how the meta goes. I think we're shifting over to a 2 Counter Catcher type meta, which is pretty common. So I would be okay with getting rid of an Enhanced Hammer. You know, I find that I gotta keep canceling Clone, which is a really strong card, especially with a lot of Pokemon now that do stop abilities or make it so you can't damage them with an ability, like Ogerpon, I think Stone and Iron Thorns is pretty tough to deal with. So let's just take the knockout here. Take a prize, go up 2. They're going to probably get up a Frigibax now. And power up Greninja. I could probably prioritize trying to get Wugtrio EX next turn. I mean, ultimately, they can't really take out my Gholdengo, so... I mean, unless they have Chien-Pao or something, which I don't think they do. I would have seen it already. Starry Mountain. There's the Fridge. Back's Caliber. What they could do is probably gust up the Greninja and take that out to take their knockout. But I really think they need to be taking a knockout on Gholdengo right now. And I don't really see that happening. Let me know my bench, because Palkia is kind of like that, where it does do a lot of damage, but you also can get played around. And then, you know, today Palkia does have extra tools to help fill your opponent's bench with that flute. I think accompanying flute. Yeah, Gust the Greninja. Remember, Echoing Horn was really strong for Palkia too. So they're going to take a prize here. I just need to draw into some energies. 280 is really, really easy to take out. It's basically 6 energies. Alright, that was a really bad coin bonus. I kind of need energy here, and I don't really have it. I don't want to switch with Kieran and cause myself to not be able to take any damage. I'd rather take 80 with Kieran than switch to draw maybe an extra card, which would probably be the play. I feel like it's a little too risky, especially not having Morpeko on board right now to see what that top card is. It's a little tough. You have to kind of play a guessing game. That's why I like the Morpeko in here, because it kind of allows you to see that top card, and you can either discard or obviously draw into it. I don't know if I need another gimme here, because I don't want to get... I just want to dodge Greninja right here. I don't want to give him anything. But I probably can go get Wugtrio now, because I don't think I'm going to be able to take any knockouts because I can't draw anymore. to avoid the Greninja play. Discard the canceling clone. I don't really need that. I'm up on prizes, so I can't gust. So it's going to have to be 80 here. Kieran is kind of good sometimes. It helps fix the math. Being able to save an energy is strong. It would make me needing to only discard 5 energies instead of 6. So it'd be really good if they Seething Currents my hand, but I doubt it. Having a 2-card hand, especially after I had a really weak turn, doesn't seem like they would go for that. It would be great. They probably don't want to Seething Currents their hand, but they probably have to. I got the Arita. I probably have red Wugtrio at this point and gonna bench a Manaphy. Because as I can definitely gust and hit for weakness, that would potentially not be the strongest play if they don't have any 2 prizes on board. Uh-oh. Oops. Gotta update something. So they got Manaphy and a Great Ball. Great Ball has definitely been a card that I've seen show up a lot more. Alright, so they bench another 2-prizer. It's tough when the only other really good ball search, it's not even a ball search, but this Pokemon search card is a coin flip card. And it's not even as chaotic as Timer Ball. Timer Ball, you can get nothing. At least with Capture and Aroma, you can get something every turn. So let's draw more cards, see what we get. All right, so more energy. More energy. So right now I can take the knockout. I just need a Lana and retrieve. But I feel like we might be able to hang on to it and go for a superior energy retriever right now. And if they don't Ionomy or Sithering Currents, then I have game in hand. Because all I have to do is get my energies back into hand, attached to Wugtrio. I don't need Counter Catcher. I'm going to stay ahead. So I have 5 energies. I could probably attach safely to Wugtrio here, which is pretty strong, especially having the out to 5 energies next turn. I just really would need to find a gust. And I could probably find it off the prizes here. There it is. And energy too, which is pretty strong. So I think I got all my energies out of my deck. Yeah, really, let's see. They're gonna see. They should take out. I mean, they should take out, I guess, Gholdengo and Wugtrio, but they may not see it as a threat. They may say that you just need to knock out single prizers. Because I need to knock out at least 2 more single prizes, but they can. Well, I just don't know how they're going to be able to knock out. Well, there would be something. Yeah, ultimately, I just need to boss up now with Wugtrio. Energy Retrieval. Bop and Bop. here we go. Wug time. Well, Tricolor Pump, 180, 360 for weakness. Goodbye, Palkia. Let's go. So that's the Wugtrio for you. You want to make sure that the board state in your opponent's side is really going to hurt from it. You know, Wiglett and Wugtrio can really hurt you, especially with Greninja, and also not being able to hit for too much. 180 is not the highest amount of output, but Wugtrio isn't a Pokemon without an ability, so that's something to consider for this matchup. I believe we play Ogre Pawn, Stone, and a fighting deck here. So I'm not going to be able to take out this guy with my Gholdengos, but right now what I could do is get damage down with the Gimmighoul. If I hit 2 heads and put 40 down, I could potentially come up with a Wugtrio attack. But if I whiff that, I'm going to take a KO from him, so got to be careful. Looks like they have basically an attach pass turn. Let's try to get some guys down. I'm definitely thinking right now, like, I'm not going to be able to attack with Gholdengo. And if they have any more of those guys, I am really feeling it. So let me try to see if I can set up damage on it and come in with the Wiglett EX and not whiff that. It's going to be really bad. I also have a way to get around the Ogre Pawn because I have Canceling Clone. I have Counter Catcher. I have a Pokemon that just blasts things away, so that should be fine. I don't have Greninja right now, which was the main reason I played this Ultra Ball. I probably wouldn't have played it if I deck searched before. I don't remember if I played something to deck search before. I think I did. We'll just get another gimme down. Because if I can get this Ogre Pawn out of the way, I probably could still just take knockouts. So looking at that top card is pretty strong. I don't know if they're going to have any tool cards, but they probably do have some type of stadium. So I don't think I want to get rid of Jamming Tower. And I'm also going to just, shuffle it back into the deck here. They had a really weak turn last turn, so I feel like maybe I have an extra turn here. Especially now I'm going to just put damage down. I also don't think that they play any special energies like double turbo or anything, so they probably are going to be attaching by hand. Let's see what they got. I think that we got some type of Greninja EX and a Garnackle. Having only one energy retrieval in hand, I know Greninja is definitely very sus. Sometimes when people play cards you don't really see too often, you gotta make sure what they do. I don't know if that's the best supporter to be having in your deck, but it's fine. And got another extra turn here. We should probably attach to the active and draw more cards and then have access to Ciphermaniac again. But I think I attach here because I'm still let me get damage down because I can't even put damage down with the Gholdengo. And I would also still need to attach a Metal Energy. Clock's ticking. I make a misplay here. I'm just going to draw into my Cypher and probably give myself another turn here, which is not good, especially considering that I think that I Put another Gimmighoul on top here. Like I want it, but I also don't need it. I probably could have bundled and done something else, but I kind of zoned in on ciphering to get my Gholdengo and see if he doesn't knock me out for some reason or doesn't have an energy. And then I can coin bonus, pick up the Gholdengo with Turo. See, I didn't even get 40 damage down, I only got 20 down. But now I get to go behind on prizes, which is also really strong, having Counter Catcher. I don't have anything that can get one hit knocked out right now other than small guys, so giving it one prize is fine, even if I have to give up an extra one next turn. It's pretty tough. Sometimes you get these bricked up, not being able to do much. It's alright. We just get another turn. So we take a knockout here. I definitely misplayed there. But we'll go Gholdengo, draw into the stuff we just got on top. Might as well get the Cipher or a Turo. And we draw a Prime Catcher. Could probably... Don't want to discard those if you don't have to. Yeah, we don't really have much else going on here, so I think maybe gussing up the rock, the little Garnacle, buy an extra turn. Let's hope that they don't have switch. 3 retreat is pretty tough to move unless you have switch. I will sacrifice a Morpeko if I need to. We can pick him up with Turo next turn. If he stays in the active, we can sneak once and then pick him up and probably do it again. Yeah, definitely thinking about Wugtrio right now. That Froakie looks pretty tempting. I also don't think it's too much of a threat. If I was a little more damage on the stone, yeah, there's a switch already. If you had more damage on the stone, maybe the Wugtrio Wiglett play would be worth it. So we're getting Artisan here. Could probably start getting out more gimmies. See, it's pretty tough right here because I can't really go up and attack with the Gholdengo, but he will gust me and put damage down, and then I could just pick him up and take the damage off. So that's fine. Let's get another turn. Fill the hand out with more cards. Could probably discard the energy. See what else we can get. More energy and a Nest Ball. We could probably go and get a gimme with the Artisan. Should probably check there. I don't want to attach because I'm going to pick him up, so. Can go for Darkrai. We got a couple items in the discard we might want to get back, especially with that Prime Catcher. Darkrai isn't too much of a threat, especially in this deck when you need to attach it by hand. Let's see if we can buy a turn. Flip a coin. Try to be immune. Especially Wiglett. It's kind of a vulnerable liability. So now we got enough damage on the stone to at least take it out with the Wugtrio, but unfortunately we flipped tails, so we're going to probably take a knockout. If we forced a gust here, that would have actually been moderately strong. I think the thing that would have made it weak is if I didn't draw into the Wugtrio. We're going to take another knockout here and go down 2 prizes. And we don't really have a way to take out the Ogerpon right now, but we're going to have to draw into some cards and see what we can get. So let's peek first. Yeah, we do want that Jamming Tower to get the Artisan out away from them. And I believe at this point I checked the discard and I see that there's a tool in there, so I think that it's useful. I wouldn't really want to get rid of that. So we'll keep that on top. We will coin bonus into it. As we'll get both Gholdengo down. Draw 2 to start. Alright, boss. Let's go. Boss is pretty good. So now we can at least take something out. Or better yet, I think what we could do here, we can boss up. See, here's my Wugtrio, a little too late. We could boss up one of their rocks, because their hand is pretty small, and they probably don't have a switch out. Or if they do, at like best, they probably have Rare Candy and Garnackle, but they don't have a way to power it up because they're not behind in prizes. So let's just hope that they don't have it. And just put down 50. Because I don't want them to gust or try to put damage down on Gholdengo. Kind of buy an extra turn. And see if we can find our Lana, maybe. And get Wugtrio back. I think if I played this game back again, I would totally avoid the Wugtrio altogether. Maybe not. It seems okay. Like, if I flip heads there and I become immune, I'm not doing too bad. Especially getting that Wugtrio top deck. Well, it didn't matter because Gholdengo wouldn't have been inactive. Alright, so the canceling clone makes it so we can attack the stone. We just need counter catcher. And to go behind in prizes. But we're already behind on prizes, so we just need counter catcher. There it is. I don't know if I'm ready quite yet. I don't know if I have enough energy. No, I need one more energy. I'm 1 energy short. So I think I might have to buy a turn. Gonna buy a lot of turns this game. I don't know if I want to... Probably just put down to more damage, get my next turn. Because I got 1 card in hand, and I think it's a Greninja EX, so it's not like they're going to attach and attack or do a whole bunch here, so I think I'm safe. Especially having cards in hand that I need. I don't see any disruption. Alright, and they pass. And then the Cipher on top. Alright, this is it right here. Energy. Yes, let's go. So now I got 4 energies into this card. I could probably pick some stuff now with the Cipher and draw into it. I don't want to use the Darkrai just yet. I want to make sure I can either use it for game or put myself in a position so ahead that it's hard for them to recover. I think I could probably try to get more energy out of the deck here. And a Pal Pad and discard the Roxanne and Pal Pad the Roxanne back in. Coin bonus for 2. I'll probably coin bonus again. It says I don't want to draw into the Roxanne. I want to draw into something else. I want to wait on the Roxanne because they need to take another knockout, and I don't really feel like giving up anymore right now. If for some reason they gust up to Morpeko, though, coin bonus for 1. There's a letter, so it's basically a useless card now. If we're not taking knockouts, and unfortunate. Get our boss back. Get our Roxanne. So we're gonna catch her up the stone, cancel Cologne. Those cards are no use anymore. I also have an extra, I believe I had an extra card to attach to Gholdengo. Cologne. Should I attach first? And then next turn, if we can find Darkrai, we could probably get back our Prime Catchers, save a Darkness Energy. In the case they filtered that guy back in, I have to start attacking with Darkrai, which I've never have, only because I have Wugtrio, and I also have, like I said, Canceling Clone and ways to get around it. Gholdengo is probably the best attacker in this deck, so you want to try to go through that. Yeah, it looks like they don't really have too much going on for them anymore, and they really just need to start stringing attacks together. They put down a 2-prizer. I could definitely go and try to chase that down, especially having Darkrai's ability and getting the Prime Catcher back. So I can get all the energy I need in hand now. Energy. Let's go. Probably discard it because I can recover it. And I want to draw another card, not an energy. There we go. More energies. I got all the energy cards now in hand. There. More. I didn't get the Darkrai, so at this point, I believe that the Darkrai could be vulnerable to something popping down, like a bear or something. Also, the Gholdengos are susceptible to a bear attack here. I'm going to just take a knockout here. Take another prize. Save the metal energy. And the Greninja there. I don't really need the Greninja anymore. Like my deck is down to 12 cards. I'm basically getting 4 cards up to 5 now if I put another Gimmighoul down per turn. We're hoping they put, yeah, see, they're going to put a Koraidon in play now. And I just need to draw into Ultra Ball so I can Darkrai for my Prime Catcher. And I'm going to go down to 1 prize. They're probably going to use their ability, Dino Cry, to end their turn, which is great for me. End your turn, let me go. Alright, so boss is pretty good. I could just boss and take it out. But I want to save boss for last turn just in case they have another stone and decide they want to play those games. Go ahead and put that down in case. Get another draw out. I can definitely go get Darkrai now. Turo being alright, but I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. Let's get our Prime Catcher and another Canceling Clone, just in case they put the stone down again. Get the Prime Catcher, get the Clone. Sometimes you want to get more superiors, but ultimately we have one in hand, we have a retrieval. The deck is small enough to where if we really need to, we could probably draw into it if we get Ionode. See, Roxanne is kind of useless because they haven't taken enough prizes. I got a bunch of energy in the discard. So here's Energy Retrieval doing its job again. I like these +1 cards where it's like you play a card and you end up with more cards than you had to start with. I find that helps a lot with the sequencing. Gonna get all of our energies we need. Get one of each. I could attach to Gholdengo here, but I also don't, for some reason, want to end up short on energies. So I'm going to not attach to the last guy. And hang on to it just in case. And I really just need to take one more knockout here. There's my monkey. That's the first time he's even making an appearance. So there were times where I could go for it, but I also probably don't want to lose that energy if I don't need it. Monkey's really good if you can get it down early, turn 1, and get energy attached, and that's it. So that was some of the Gholdengo gameplay for you guys. I really like this deck. I've been cooking up for a couple of months here. Previously with the Palkia list, you really zoned in on going for the Greninja play and trying to take out small guys. This one really focuses on trying to get those items back and keeping it so that you can continue play a game or find the win at the end of the game. I really wouldn't change too much. If I would change anything, I'd probably go with another counter catcher and drop the Enhanced Hammer. It's to each their own. I think that 2 letters is also another option. It's the energy count is alright too. I don't think you're ever going to do a Mind Bend with Munkidori, so probably don't need the psychic energy, but I mean, it's a good little thing in there. If I got rid of the psychic energy, it'd probably be another water energy. The Jamming Tower is also pretty strong against Gardevoir. The Lost Vacuum is especially strong against Gardevoir. So there's a bunch of lines of different plays that you can really make with this deck. Maybe you can try it. Maybe you can innovate on it. But thanks for watching my video here. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I got a couple more of these spicy decks that I want to do some coverage on, and we'll bring them to you pretty soon. But until next time, thanks for watching and hanging out with me. My name's CM Gnarls, and I'll see you in the next one.